Good morning, and welcome to your weekly message from First Congregational Church, Milford, New Hampshire. I'm your pastor, Al Hoyt. Well, as you can see, I'm at my favorite undisclosed location again. Today is Thursday, December 14th. I was supposed to be at Bedford Falls doing our worship service, our monthly worship service, but Verna and I both came down with COVID on Monday, and so I won't be going, not for the foreseeable future anyway. At 7:30 is supposed to be choir rehearsal, but I don't know. Judging from the number of people that have said that they're also positive for COVID, I'm not sure that's going to happen either, but stay tuned to this space. Friday, December 15th is the last day of Hanukkah. If you are a writer for an article in the greeting, the January, February greeting articles are due Friday. At 4 o'clock to 8:30 on Thursday, Girl Scout Troop 102027 will be doing a Parent Out event. On Saturday, December 16th, will be the men's breakfast at the Masonic Hall at 7:30. Sunday, December 17th is the third Sunday of Advent, the Sunday of Joy. Teresa will be running the whole worship service since I have to be quarantined until at least Monday. And I want to thank Teresa profusely for being available to fill in and being perfectly willing to do so. So I am incredibly grateful. On Wednesday, December 20th, the Board of Trustees will meet at 7:30. It will be a hybrid meeting, and the link will go out that afternoon. On Thursday, December 21st, is the first day of winter, the winter solstice. If you're planning to bring your own poinsettia plants for the Christmas Eve service, bring them to the church no later than 1 o'clock on the 21st. At 7:30 on the 21st in the evening is the longest night service. And I think that service has been very meaningful for many people who, for whatever reason, find themselves not enjoying the Christmas season, either through loneliness, depression, through missing someone. If you lost someone in the last year, it's certainly understandable. So if you're one of those people that struggles with this time of year, please come join us on the 21st. Everyone who's ever attended the service has said it's been very helpful and very meaningful for them. On Friday, December 22nd, the church office is closed. Sunday, December 24th, Christmas Eve Sunday, we will be doing a hymn sing in the morning, at the morning service. If you have a particular Christmas carol you love to sing that we don't sing enough of, either let someone know, either Carol or myself, and we'll make sure that we get to sing it on that morning. From 6:30 to 7 will be a Christmas Eve music program, and from 7 o'clock, the Christmas Eve candlelight service in person and being live streamed. So, on December 10th, Chris Marishak wrote in the Daily Devotional something that I kind of enjoyed, and I hope you do as well. And he wrote, "Cry out like the wilderness is listening." And he quotes Luke chapter 3, verse 4. "The voice of one crying out in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord, make his path straight." And Chris writes, "If a prophet cries out in the wilderness, and there's no one to hear the prophecy, have they really prophesied? If a person wanders around in the wilderness of their house, talking to themselves, thinking out loud, and there's no one to listen or to give them feedback, help them process and discern, have they really figured anything out? I've never done the former, but having done plenty of the latter, I'm going to say yes to both. Sure, conversation partners help expand our thinking and give us reality checks. But crying out into the wilderness allows us to voice uncultivated, untamed ideas. Things that once said aloud can be recognized as brilliant or absurd. Peaks and valleys are made level, rough patches smoothed, rabbit holes filled in. Crooked and deceptive side trails get blocked off. The path becomes straight, preparing the way for holy things. Crying out into the wilderness isn't the same as screaming into a void. The void just echoes back. The wilderness listens. You can't navigate a void. You can navigate a wilderness. At first, the wilderness appears completely uncultivated, untamed. But pause and observe the patterns and purpose, the connectedness and interdependence, the raw beauty, the flourishing of life adapted to the most adverse conditions. Even in a desert wilderness, the wilderness is alive. Shaped by our presence, it responds to our cries. So cry out to the wilderness. The uncultivated, untamed wilderness is listening. What better place to cry out your uncultivated, untamed cries? And Chris writes this prayer. Hear my cries, sacred wilderness, and help me prepare the path for holy things. Amen. So as I mentioned, Verna and I and several others from the congregation have all been diagnosed, have all come down, tested positive for COVID. After almost 3 years of avoiding it and not having it, we got caught by the Swiss family COVID. I don't feel bad. Nose is a little stuffed up. Other than maybe just a little tired, more tired than normal, but other than that, we're both feeling fine. We both expect that we'll be back as soon as we're allowed to be. We are in touch with our primary care physicians. They know all about it and are advising us. So thank you for those of you who have reached out and offered their support and help. As I told someone recently, is that we tend to keep our larder kind of full. We have all kinds of prepared meals in our freezer and our big chest freezer that can be just defrosted and we can have whenever we need them. So I thank you for all of those who've offered to go do grocery runs and to provide food and all of that, but it's really not necessary. We don't feel sick, and that's part of the problem. But we will rejoin you in person as soon as we are allowed. As we stand right now, we are quarantined until at least Monday. And then on Monday, if we've tested at least 2 times negative by Monday, then we're allowed to go out as long as we wear masks for the next week. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Neither one of us feels particularly ill, but it is the nature of the disease, and we will follow the rules. Please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. So, as I say every week, take good care of each other. Take good care of yourself. I'm certainly trying to do that here. And until I see you again, God bless you.